Hi guys, Pure Price Action here. It's 15th of July, it's the end of day recap and outlook for tomorrow. Starting off with S&P, the market held up pretty well today. We didn't see much of a pullback at all, similar to yesterday. The issue I have generally, I think across all indices, is that I think we're coming up to some major resistance, and OPEX week obviously is going to cause some choppiness. We have ECB tomorrow as well, so all in all I think the rally that we've seen is pretty much going to stall. Well, that's my gut feel, and possibly reverse into tomorrow close, chop around on Friday. That's pretty much my overall view. So on the S&P, I think this block here, today's range essentially is the area to watch out for tomorrow. If we open above, you could look at a small push high to 3250. But basically, I think this is, if you look back over the last few weeks and months, this is an area of resistance. I think heading into 3250, there's a risk of a deeper pullback back to this 3100 and possibly 3180 and possibly lower to 3100 area is likely if we cannot break through this resistance. Moving on to Dow. Dow is less bullish. I think we had that big drop yesterday, and then again just basically doing a little bit of a retrace here into that resistance level. So depending on where we open in this, if we open below, basically if we open anywhere in the bottom half of this range, sort of down to 26,700-ish, if we open to the bottom end down of this range, I'll probably look for a deeper sell tomorrow, and I'll look to sell this to coming back down to sort of 26,500 level around here. Again, it will depend what happens overnight. We may get a small pump overnight, but in the morning session in Europe, we're back in the bottom half of this range. I'll look to sell rallies. Moving over to the Nasdaq, which I don't appear to have. There it is. Okay, so on Nasdaq, similar situation. It's actually not as it's not as bullish as the rest of the others. Obviously, you've seen the sell-off and failure to recover on that. So I think on Nasdaq, essentially, it's similar to Dow. If we're opening up sort of inside this range, closer to the bottom half tomorrow, if we're below this level on the bottom half of this range, I'll look for a sell, possibly at least a retest the bottom of that down at 10,400 level. Okay. I'm not really expecting it to open on the upside. I'm expecting it to open on the lower side just before the US Open, and then I'll look to sell that for a further drop. Over in Europe, looking at DAX. DAX again had a look up here at 13,000 and decided no, pulled back down again. I mean, price action is similar to here. We had a little push up, didn't like it, fell back down, thought about going higher, and then had a big drop. And I think that's going to be a similar case tomorrow into Friday. I think probably looking for a pullback into this 12,800 area here. So in the morning, I'm going to look for price to open up around this range here. If I'm not convinced of weakness, I won't sell it, but my preference would be to see it around here somewhere, around the 12.9 to 12.950 area. If we get there, I'll probably look to sell for a drop down to 12,800 at least. And similar on FTSE. I think FTSE's been quite buoyant compared to the others, but I do think it's running out of steam now. It looks like it's had a big pop-up consolidation and ready for another move higher. I think if it does move higher, it should be capped at around 63.75 is my upside target now on this. If we get to 63.75, I think it'll turn there. So this very much depends again on where we are in the morning regarding this range. If we're open above this range, buy this retest for a move back up to 675. If we open below this range, I look to sell for a drop down to 6,200 or lower. And that is it. That's a wrap. I hope it's useful. Do like and share, and thank you everyone for all the new followers that have joined. It's been really great. Hope to keep more content coming. So thanks and good night.